Greetings, everyone. Happy Monday, and as always, I hope this message finds you well. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Mental Health Moment with Dr. Matt. So, you know that feeling that you get, one of utter pride, exhilaration, altruism, when you help somebody else and you do so for the right reasons and ultimately get to see them in a better place? Or perhaps you took the initiative to have that difficult conversation, as hard as it was. You found yourself learning a lot while asserting yourself and again getting to that better place. You know, one of the biggest privileges afforded to me as a mental health counselor is that I get to have some very deep, meaningful conversations with other people. It's truly amazing. And many of the people who I work with do have different beliefs and values, because none of us perceive and respond to the world in the exact same type of a way. Yet in my work, I'm able to find a way to meet the individual where they are at all times. Now, a big part of this is empathy as well as active listening. Now, empathy is a form of emotional intelligence in which you are able to place yourself in the shoes of another. As they're speaking, I'm literally getting rid of all of my preconceived notions and what I know, my life experience, to hear it and experience it as the other individual. But the other side of this is the active listening. Active listening, here the general rule of thumb is to listen to hear rather than respond. Now think about it. In your everyday conversation, it's highly likely that as somebody else is speaking, you're thinking of what you're going to say next. Now, in the position of being a counselor, if I have a client before me saying a bunch of things and I'm trying to come up with a response as they're speaking, and then they go a different direction, now I'm coming up with a different response, there's a lot that's going to be missed in translation. I'm not going to be able to hit the mark. We also have to keep in mind the human attention span somewhere in the area of 6 to 8 seconds. So we have to exercise this mental muscle with other people by having some practice and also engaging in these everyday conversations where we're listening to hear. So with that, wait until the end to formulate the response and then respond, but all the while doing so from the perception of the individual before me. Now, in doing this, again, we don't want to impose our beliefs and values on another. We're not going to make any of these types of judgments. We're going to listen to what the other person has to say and have this appreciation for their lived experience, because truly, there are so many different perceptions out there that the best way to educate ourselves, even if you're in opposition to something else, is to educate yourself on the topic. Read the articles, read the books, watch the news on it, have those conversations, but do so in a non-judgmental way. And especially with what we've got going on here in the world around us right now, there's a lot of polarizing rhetoric that's out there. But truly, when we boil it down, while we might disagree on a variety of different topics, and some of them being more serious than others, the truth is that people are people. People want to be valued, they want to be heard, they want to be respected. And even though there might be some pressing issues you disagree with, there may be much more that you do agree with. However, we're never going to know unless we have that conversation. As a counselor, one of the things I can tell you is that many of us do have similar types of feelings. We have similar types of fears, similar types of things that we love. And really, the way that we connect to other people is with empathy and through active listening. Thank you.